What's going on, guys? It's your boy ATF Cobra. Today I'm doing a quick unboxing slash little review or overview of the GTX 670, and I actually got this yesterday. It came to the store, picked it up at Best Buy, and overall I'm pretty excited about the card. I mean, the only thing I had an issue with was that I had to overclock the graphics card to the max settings in order to play at a comfortable FPS that I like to play around, which is about 80 on Ultra for Battlefield 3. Now here, showing you guys a little bit of unboxing. This is a quick unboxing, just to look at the card and see the size of the card, to see if it's well enough to fit in your PC. You're gonna need a gaming PC. That's what I recommend, so it can fit in your case, because also the power cords are located on the top of the card, and what that's gonna do is when you're closing your case, it's gonna make it really hard unless you have a big case that can hold the top as well. Now overall, this graphics card is pretty beast. It's pretty good, but I really think that I need to put out more bang for the buck, so I'm going to get a 7870, because overall I want to run smooth FPS while being able to record as well. The card was allowing me to do so, and here, as you guys will see, that sitting on top like that with the two power plugs is not fun. I don't know why they thought that was such a good idea, but it's really not, because it makes it really annoying when you're trying to cover your case, or if you don't have a case big enough, as you guys can see here. And also running in a couple games, and I found that I was getting average frames with about stock. This is stock gameplay. I didn't overclock this much, but I overclocked it, and I have to say it was pretty good. I mean, the gameplay was buttery smooth. Everything was fluid, and everything felt great, from the animations and the gun. They feel a lot better when you're using a graphics card that could handle a game like this, especially like Battlefield 3. Now the thing I've been thinking about is running SLIs. Now I can order another one and get SLIs, but I'm going to have to step up in my power supply, because I know it's going to take another probably 1,000 should be enough to actually handle the two 670s SLI. And I'll probably have to get a different motherboard as well, because my motherboard, I don't believe it's SLI compatible, because I did try to run 560s and stuff like that, and it really didn't run them too well. It did okay. It didn't run, I was running two 560 Ti's, and they're 2 gigabyte ones, and I was still getting around 40 to 50 frames in Battlefield 3, which kind of sucked. But here, so you guys can see stock, it was running Battlefield 3 on the ultra settings. FOV was 90, and I'm getting around average FPS. Stock was 46, and I use Fraps to actually give me that average benchmark. And I agree, it felt like the average FPS on ultra was around that much. And I played through a couple maps to see how well it did and how efficient. When you're flying jets and stuff like that, it's a lot. You get a beast amount of FPS, over 100 while flying sometimes, or even less, or 70, 80 I would have to say. And when you're in vehicles, everything just feels so much smoother. Everything's very responsive as well. And this card is really great. I recommend you guys buy it if you're over the hills and you're squeezing every last buck out before you buy it. For me, like I said, I am very blessed and lucky to be at the job where I'm at, where I could actually purchase just about almost anything I want, except for the 690s. I can purchase a 690. It's just $1,000 for a graphics card. It has to come with more than a graphics card. It has to come with a stripper or something that comes out and massages your back after every game of Battlefield or something, because there's no way I'm paying $1,000 for a graphics card, even if it will run Battlefield 3 at 100+ frames, because I think that's overkill. But anyways, if you guys like that, if you like playing Battlefield over 100 frames, that's all good, but I'm definitely not paying $1,000 for it. But yeah, not like I'm dissing the card or anything. It's just the price was a hefty price tag. But I bet it is a beastie card. If I was ever to get my hands on it for free, I probably would play Battlefield 3 non-stop. But anyways, so let's talk some more about this 670, how it does overall. In heavy maps, this was a 48-man server. And 64-man server, it still can hold out around 40 to 50 frames on stock. Now I did actually overclock it to 1085 or 1085 megahertz, and it was beast. I was getting around 70 to 80 I think my max was about 110 frames per second, and my minimum had to be 54. I was doing the actually, did I do a benchmark? I haven't done a benchmark on the overclock settings, but the overclock settings, I've been playing, having too much fun, so I haven't really got the time to benchmark it, because it feels really great when I'm playing this game and not recording. But when I'm recording, I'm taking about a 15% to 20% hit on frames, and you know, it doesn't feel good. But maybe running it SLI and, you know, beefing up my computer a little bit, I'll be able to get some better actual FPS, and I'll be able to show you guys some more gameplay. But I actually loved using this card. Overall, I'll give it a solid 5 out of 5 for a graphics card, for especially around its price range for 400. I mean, the only graphics card around this price range is probably 7850, if I'm not mistaken. But I'd highly recommend this. It stays pretty cool as well. I mean, I got a decent case. I got, what, 2 or 3 fans? I got 2 fans actually in there right now, because the other fan was actually not doing much of anything, so I just took that out. But yeah, it stayed pretty cool as well. I think the maximum heat or the temperature that it did increase to was 79, and that's because I was running it all day, and it's pretty hot out here. But when I have my AC turned on, it stays around 53, which is not bad. And I wish the stats that you guys are seeing are also the FPS. My bad, guys. I forgot to mention it in the beginning of the video. But the stats that you're seeing are the FPS, and then the runtime of the video, and then the amount of space that it's taking actually when I'm recording. So don't pay attention to anything on the bottom. Just the top left numbers that keep moving are the FPS, which is pretty decent. And like I said, running this stock is pretty good, but running it overclock is super beast. You'll get plus 60 frames constantly, depending on, you know, how many players are on the map and what type of map is it and stuff like that. So you'll get, you know, really good frames. But I'm really considering running this SLI so I can get the most out of my graphics card, but it's going to be very expensive because I'll have to change my motherboard and stuff like that. Anyways, like I said, overall 5 out of 5 for this graphics card. It feels really good. It's so smooth. Oh my god, you guys have to buy this if you're on the edge. It feels so smooth when I'm playing Battlefield 3. Like, the gunfights are effortless now. It feels like I'm winning a lot more gunfights because my graphics card is not stuttering or taking a hit whenever, you know, bullets start flying everywhere. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this little review and the GTX 670. It's been your boy ATF Cole.